we are really going to be testing a few things here really quickly, as we're about to go into some really unrestricted stuff, and I want to make sure the audio's we're about to go into some really unrestricted stuff, and I want to make sure the audio's we're about to go into some really unrestricted stuff, and I want to make sure the audio's we're about to go into some really unrestricted stuff, and I want to make sure the audio's we're about to go. Okay, I think I fixed that. Let's see. That's not what I was expecting. One, two, M2, yes. Alright, that should be back now. I think this is okay. And let me click this. Does that still create sound? I think so. I don't know if we are getting the sound from elsewhere just yet. What up, Jackaboy? Okay. I think the sound is mostly all set up, but we'll find out here in a little bit. It looks like we see everything just fine. Gotta make sure we're still hearing things. Okay, cool. We are in for a treat today. We're level 47. I wasn't gonna do this, but with the deletion of Build Glide, it's time. It's time to really push ourselves to break this game. And why am I getting like a double sound? Trying out the... Yeah, dude, it is really fun. Oh, we didn't have Godfins yet. No, we wanted Helzifer. Okay, I see what we were doing. Should we go for it right now? I think that's what I wanted to do. I actually don't remember what I was going for. I'll do the Helzifers and maybe some Godfins real quick, and then we'll move on to what I was actually thinking about doing, because, Blue Moons we have. Serpents will go for weaker ones. There we go. So, I guess we go ahead and just try to capture a few Helzifers here real quick. We've got the spheres for it. We've got the ability to go for them. Yeah. Would like to have some ammo, but that is something to work towards. Don't need it just yet. What up, Cody? How you doing, dude? Long time no see, everybody. Sorry for the delay on getting back to streaming for you guys. Glad you could join me once again. I'm feeling much better, and so I'm very happy to be streaming, playing Palworld, and working with a new update. What's going on, Leo? Good to see you. How are you doing, Leo? I'm doing pretty well. There we go. Just got on your way home from work? Nice, nice, nice. Hopefully you're either not driving or just have me in the background just listening and chilling. And distracted driving is dangerous, man. Put the phone away. Or whatever it is you're watching me on. I don't know. Can the new cars stream YouTube now on their advanced displays? It wouldn't surprise me. Hey, Leo. That's awesome that you're doing well. I like to hear that. You have the day off today? That's awesome. Congratulations. You have to appreciate a good day off, you know? You work hard and then that day off just feels so good. So far, I am absolutely stoked about this update. I think there's a lot of great stuff that's come out with this new update. And the only thing is I am a little bitter they took away Build Glide. I really did love that. I know it shouldn't have probably ever existed in the game, but Really, really liked being able to use that to zip around the map. Almost perfect Anubis. That's sweet. Only took a week. Hey, you know, everything takes time. Good, Cody. Good, Cody. As you're texting or messaging me. I like it. Well done. Yeah, they did. They fixed a lot of bugs. Lots of bug fixes. Lots of fixes in general. So, very cool. Very excited about that. We should have... Yeah, we do. Okay. Oh, I didn't use Yakumo at all. What am I doing, guys? So we're going to put Yakumo as favorite. Yeah, let's put him as favorite 1. I don't think I have too many other favorites. These guys are going to be favorite 2s. I think... Do I have any other favorites? I don't know that I do. That as a favorite 1 is probably a good choice. Mounts as favorite 1s is good. Favorite 3s for things that I'm going to be, like, breeding with, I think. Favorite 1, yeah, that's fine. Speak to text is a thing. Yes, very good. Very, very good. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. I hope you know that. I trust you guys to be responsible. Otherwise, the road is extra scary. Oh, Leo, it's been beautiful. It was pretty nice here, but then it got really windy and cold, and it's still really windy and cold. And hopefully it doesn't sound too bad sometimes, because it can get pretty crazy. Where are other guffins? There we go. Nothing too crazy, that's alright. And then, do I have a Nox or a Moraith? I don't remember. If I don't have either, that's fine. I have a Nox, nice. Nox is a favorite. Where are our bases? We've got one at the coal, one there. Okay. New linked PAL box. I like it. It's gonna allow me to do some like new game plus content, which I'm already considering doing a good bit of. And I'm starting to talk with Palworld Raids a little bit and seeing if he wants to do a how quick can we defeat Xenolord. And it's gonna be interesting considering he has some insane pals and I have a couple of good ones. Not nearly as many good pals as he does, but you know, I've got some. So I don't know. I think it's really cool. As for will it be banned in speedrunning? I sure hope that the moderators decide to have a new game plus category and a new game category because it's a very, very unfair fight to anybody that's speedran without having all the pals already versus one where everybody already has all the pals. So at least I don't plan to go against the spirit of speedrunning and that form. Where I will just continue to speedrun with new pals, or not with new pals, until we get one where it is allowable. As for will I still use it? Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this base. I hate to do it, but I think it's important. So the concept is you can have speedruns in both categories where you can have all your pals already built out and ones where you have to start from the very beginning. And I think both would be interesting categories to run. I sure hope to do both. So hopefully that's what will happen. It's a hope, it's a dream. I think it's very doable for the mods to make that happen. We'll see what they decide though. It's on them. I will just go with what they like / suggest. As for me, just gonna have some fun using it while I can. Oh gosh, Jackable, you have to disassemble your course base got 100,000. That's wild. Very, very wild. Okay. Before we go further, I want to. Boom. What was I short on? I think it was carbon fiber. I'm almost certain it was carbon fiber. Ray's definitely happy about that. Yeah. He is. I think. Xenolord speedrun. Dude, Guys, I'm going to show you something that I don't know if many of you know anything about this right now. I should get to level 50 today. I should get to level 60 today. It's that crazy. Good. Message to your heart's content. Yeah, I think it would be a good stream. I think it'd be interesting and fun. I need more carbon fiber. Of course I do. Gosh dang it. Because like it's pretty crazy, and all PAL records getting destroyed. Yeah. Actually, I kind of wonder if I took a PAL out, would it count in the Palpedia? The Mimog strat. Yes, the Mimog strat. Did I mention it already? I wasn't gonna use it, but after they took away Build Glide, I think I'm going to. Not necessarily out of spite, but maybe a little bit out of spite. In large part, I wanted to keep this run, how do I say it? I wanted to keep this run where I didn't do anything that was like so far out of the realm of what a person might do, but unfortunately... Nice. Yeah, I forgot about... Well, how do I put it? I knew that the strategy existed, but I didn't think about using a Mimog to do it for whatever reason. And it was slow. It was really slow when you weren't using a Mimog. And only some pals could be done. And so we're going to do it. What's going on, Teufel? Don't think Pal's taken out Count in Palpedia? That would be interesting. Glad that might not be the case. But yeah, we're gonna go for the Mimog strat. I don't know how popular that video's gotten, but it was a nice reminder. I'm not gonna lie, I don't always appreciate the videos that I see because a lot of times it's always something I know already. But every now and again I get reminded of an old strategy and I'm like, oh yeah, I should be doing this. And so it's good. It's really good to have all that. Alright, there's that. We need repair bench. Can I put in those Anubis go that I had before? But how are you guys enjoying the new update? You guys liking it? I can definitely say it's on the upper end of updates so far. It's not a crazy one, but it is good. Then let's see, we should only need 20 refined ingots maybe. We'll take 20 polymer and 40 carbon fiber. We should be able to take all that and not be too upset. Let's see, can we make more legendaries? Just one. Alright. We can wait. You beat Xenolord 3 times, only just caught a cat? Nice. Well done. Alright, let's go ahead and... Again, I wasn't really planning to do this strategy. It was a nice reminder. I should have remembered this. I knew about it a long time ago, but you forget about some strats. Reviewing your last PB? Nice, dude. I saw at least a good chunk of one of your last PBs, but I did not watch the full thing yet, so I'll have to do that here in sometime in the near future. Cool, we've got all that going. That's done. Do we care? I guess we do. We'll grab more cooking. Okay, that's more than enough carbon fiber. We've got a handful. That, and we need polymer. That should be enough. Let's take another 5. 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 50 seconds. Yeah, I saw that. That's great. Oops, I wanted... That looks about right. Oh, and then how much was the bench itself? 10 and 10? Okay, so we need a little bit more. We don't need quite that much wood. That should be everything we need to repair. We now need our ammo. I'm gonna go ahead and put away this armor so that we've got the extra weight. We can also put away this bow so we have the extra weight. I like that we can condense down our stuff now too. Oh, it's literally, can we, oh, okay, cool. Cool, there we go. I like that we can condense down all of the items, what do you call them? The things that you get. I can't words. Oh, I don't have Noble's Fine Furs on me. The blueprints. I like that we can condense those down now. That's super cool. Okay, Nobles and Fine Furs. I need that first. Or just Nobles, whatever. Yeah. Oh no, you're not a noble. There we go. Noble, noble, noble. You're not a noble. Do I not have more nobles? Okay. Thought I had more. What if I undid that? Ah, there we go. Noble, noble. Cool. Take this guy back out and in. You lost a minute to dumb stuff? Oh, bummer. Alright, goodbye, spheres. Hello, shotgun ammo. Hello, assault rifle ammo. That should be enough shotgun ammo. Let's grab a little bit more. Cool. Now, to find where all of our pals went. I don't think I saved where they were. Okay, Nox is still there. We don't need anything else from there. Actually, one of them was Hang You, and we just got right there. Take you out, take you out. That's, it's fun when you can use a strategy like Build Glad to regain some time. I'm really happy that worked out for you. And let's go ahead and... This is just going to get us a little bit of extra damage. And then you guys are going to see the most engaging content in the game. As always, I only provide the most engaging content in the game. And you'll see exactly what it is. It's just absolutely incredible. No one has the content like I do. So let's go get ourselves about 13 levels, shall we? And if we're extra lucky, we get a lucky Mimog. And now we just look. Can we find a Mimic in a decent amount of time? That is the question. We will find one, but how quickly? So any of these spawns, if anyone doesn't know, all the spawns are set points in the game. And for many of them, almost all of them, a Mimog has a chance to replace any of the spawns at any given time. It seems to be a pretty low percentage chance. So if you really wanted to hunt them, you look for them in places where a lot of pals spawn, because then you are able to just go ahead and continue to force spawn them. You can log out and log back in to force respawn the spawns, or you can fly around like I was doing. Now, unlike on a video you might have seen, one of the best things to do is hang your Mimog right there. Make sure you have your Ring of Mercy on if any sort of weapon that you want. Looks like we're pretty clear right now, so I'm going to go ahead and look over here. I got rid of all the stuff at that base. I got this base to put down. And this is where the true strat comes in. Since Mimog is a normal type pal, we send out Nox. We tell him not to attack, and now we do bonus damage to this Mimog. Now, if you've not seen anything else like this before, we are shooting this Mimog in the face, and it is already dead, or at least it's on 1 HP. It will not die because we have this Ring of Mercy on, and since we have this Ring of Mercy on, we are going to go ahead and just keep shooting it forever and ever until we are very, very happy about how many times we have shot it to death. Now, one thing I forgot is, oh, we don't need it. We've had Poison Arrow. So the next thing is we make sure that the guys around here don't interrupt us with this kill, because if they kill it, I don't think we get the experience. So we have to be pretty careful about letting other pals roam near us, but so far so good. And we are just going to go ahead and just keep shooting this thing until we are very, very content. And then we let it die to dot damage. If we let it die by other things, we are not going to not gonna be happy, because it's not gonna get us that extra damage. Now this is a level 49 Mimog, and we are shooting it many, many, many times. And Mimogs are perfect because Mimogs have an innate 10 times experience multiple, meaning this is like killing 10 level 49s many, many times over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now, unfortunately, it is not a lucky Mimog. If we got a lucky Mimog ever on a speedrun, it would be game over, and you'd have to do that yourself, because a lucky Mimog would give you 10 times a Mimog's experience, effectively giving you 100 times experience of the pal that you are shooting at. Now, it would be a higher level as well, meaning it would be taking less damage, but you would get very, very crazy, crazy experience. Yep, that's why I had the Nox out. Mimog is a neutral type pal, and Nox changes our damage to dark. And it requires no saddle to craft, so we are using that. If we were not using Nox, we'd be getting like 50 damage hits right now. Oh my god, and there are moonflowers over there. That's so scary. Strat made by all the Mimog haters? Yes. Would that beacon just go ahead and land? I don't want to deal with anything else. We're almost at the point where I don't mind killing this, because we're going to get a few levels right here anyway. Where do Nox spawn? Nox is an old pal. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish this Mimog off. How much experience do we get? 3.7 million experience. So you have a few ways to get a Nox. One is pretty much anywhere at nighttime. Oh my gosh, you stupid beacon was in the way. Anytime at nighttime, a Nox can spawn all over the world. But I use the Black Marketeer. He sells them. So, 3.7 million experience drop. Off to our next Mimog. Now, one reason I did that was to not deal with the beacon that was coming towards us with those guys. I didn't want to die to it if I didn't have to. The other is, now that we're a higher level, our damage is going to be higher, meaning we're going to have an even easier time killing the next one and getting even more experience. Now, looking for the next Mimog is not exciting. I was not happy to do this just yet, but it works. Shows how much you tried capturing all the pals. Yeah. That's alright. There's so many different ways to play the game. Look at that. We already found another Mimic. Mr. Mimog over here. And this one, I think we're going to have even more success with. Search by work suitability level now? Yeah, that's such a nice change. Such a nice change. We're just gonna kill this one. Cool. Something I forgot was making myself attack increasing food, but we'll be fine. It would have been really good, but it'll be fine. Cool. And now that we've done that, Crossplay update. Yeah, let's go, guys. It's so exciting. I'm pretty hyped about that. I'm very excited about it. Oh, let's also give ourselves more attack. Look at that. It's a lower level Mimog, so we're going to get less experience by quite a bit, but we're now doing 150 damage per shot versus 100. Both because it's a lower level and because we're a higher level. At least when you do another restricted run, you don't have to worry about launching into space because you're spamming inputs. Oh, I know. I know. I do love that they fixed the wall kicking you out. Oh, our weapon is already damaged. Alright, time to switch to the assault rifle for a little bit. Do some full speedrun strats here. You can build while reloading. Did you know that? It's not the fastest, but we'll get it done. Do each pellet of the shotgun count as a kill? I don't think it's a full kill. So like how experience works in this game is the amount of damage you do to a particular enemy is going to then give you a percentage of that kill as your experience drop. So say you do 50% of the damage, you get something like 50% of the kill for doing that. So now that I'm doing more than 100% of this Mimog's health as damage, it's like killing it multiple times over. So I think it's really only counting as a couple of Mimog kills per reload, like maybe 2 or 3. However many it takes to actually take the Mimog's health all the way down to 1 is essentially the same amount I'm going to get for each time that I fire like this. Now, I'm not actually getting like a kill for each one of these assault rifle hits here at 1 health. I'm just doing another percentage of its health. So say it had 3,000 health and I do 300 damage. I did 10% of its health in that one attack. And so it's going to award me with 10% of that Mimog's experience. I'm quite certain this is how it works. So I am now going to just constantly be getting 10% of its health per each time I shoot it like this. And since I shoot it many times, it's going to give me a large experience drop once I kill it with dot damage. And there's that story. Pretty sure that's how it works. Dungeon exploit does not seem to work anymore. So if you're talking about going in and out of caves for getting multiple chests and chromite, I believe, or I think it worked on hexalite too. I believe it does not work anymore. So you can downpatch your game. It's not the hardest thing to do. It took me a little bit to figure out how to do it, but it is not particularly hard once you learn it. It is actually quite easy. If you wanted to keep exploiting the game in old versions, otherwise, just good luck, have fun with the new versions of the game, and hope that's enough for you. Yeah. So as I told you, this is the most exciting content in the game. I'm certain everybody is having a great time watching me shoot this Mimog many times. It'd be a little more efficient if I had better Gobfins. Gobfins with Vanguard, Gobfins that were more condensed, if I had a better assault rifle, so on and so forth. But even as is, this is going to be some pretty solid experience. Now I am partly tempted to go look for a Mimog that's a higher level than 46. I believe 46 is the lowest level of PAL in this level range for Mimogs. I believe it is 46 to 50. So it's a little bit of a bummer that it is a low-level Mimog. In fact, I might just go do another. And the fact that Yes, Beacon, just don't kill my... Oops, took off the wrong one. Ring of Mercy's back on. Attack Pendant's back on. Console, you don't think you can down patch? Ooh, that's maybe true. I couldn't tell you how to do it in that case. Yeah. I only know how to do it through Steam. There's probably a way, but I couldn't tell you how. Don't like that Hellziffer getting closer. Mimog abuse ASMR, yes. Is it time? Is it time for me to move the mic and talk about Mimogs? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, InAlucard. I'm here with Mimog and Nox. Today, we are looking into the shotgun on Mimog. This is the most exciting content you've ever seen. I'm not trying to hypnotize you into thinking that this is actually great content. This is actually great content. You are really enjoying yourselves watching me constantly shoot the same Mimog over and over again. It is surprisingly fun to watch, and you really, really are enjoying it. And now that we have taken care of that Hellziffer Lux, we once again make sure we reapply our Ring of Mercy and get back to shooting the Mimog, as it has been our life's purpose, and it is the ASMR for the day. I know that you are all very much so enjoying this ASMR Mimog hunting with the shotgun and Nox. Just look at how cute Nox is down there. Imagine that little Nox is your friend. Would you go to bed with it? Would you? Even with its Palpedia entry that you should not? Why are we whispering? We are not whispering. We are ASMRing. Everything is supposed to be very, very fun and loudly quiet on ASMR. You still shooting that? Yes, Jason. Yes, we have decided to shoot this Mimog until we are very happy. And unfortunately, we are not happy yet. Our shotgun has not broke a second time. If you want to see, I'm expecting at least a 5 million experience drop after this. Yes. Oh, Leo, you like that? Excellent. I'm glad that you're enjoying this, Leo. And all 14 people that maybe are getting really frustrated by this ASMR. I have to make sure not to laugh too loud or else I might actually ruin the experience. Oh, okay, our gun is broken. It's time. Where are we at? 11 million experience, everybody. That is incredible. Just incredible, ladies and gentlemen. We're level 53. Alright, I'm gonna go back to actually talking now instead of this. Hopefully I didn't already break somebody's ears. Keep that. Let's go back to base. Not the content you signed up for. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? You came and saw Mimog bullying? Yep. Mimog bullying is definitely one way to call it. I don't have a repair bench here. I would have thought I did. Well, I was having too much fun. You know, just you can't have too much fun shooting the same pal over and 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 over again. It's just it's good fun for everybody, especially the Mimog. They actually enjoy it. I want you to know that. Hello! Hello, silly goober. How are ya? Keeping it silly? I sure hope so. Oh, that's not what I was gonna go for. I do remember you. How could I forget a silly goober? It's like what my parents used to call me back when I was a kid. It was either goofball, goober, goof, something, you know. Anything for levels apart from intended game mechanics. I mostly play with real mechanics. Just sometimes not, you know. Sometimes. Okay, I want one of those Jormuntides. Fix me up an omelet, Jormuntide. I was missing this for that last little bit, which is unfortunate. We wanted at least one omelet. That would have increased our experience by quite some experience. Alright, we've got you now. We've got this. I love the new update too. I just love Palworld. But anytime there's a new update, I'm so excited for what it's gonna look like, what Pocket Pair have done. You know, I'm just really impressed constantly by what they can do on this game. Like the new UI, I think looks beautiful. I think the concepts behind what they fixed were perfect. I just wish it didn't have to fix Build Glide, but I understand. It ain't intended as a feature. That's right. When I first saw the patch notes, I thought it was talking about like when you could like stand on top of a PAL sphere and launch yourself into space. Little did I realize it was actually talking about Build Glide. Okay, we're gonna go out just a little ways. That should get the... Yep, alright, Mixins are no longer wanting to hunt us down. Got it. Okay, Nox is in my base. What did I do? I switched out the Jormuntide and then I didn't switch him back in, did I? I'm pretty sure I messed that up, guys. No. Gah, I was getting such good luck with these too. So instead of gaining any experience, I'm gonna be losing some. I do want to see it's a level 48. Like, look at that. We're missing so much experience because of that. Ah, that's a bummer. Oops. Here? I did like having the little slider where I could tell which one was which. Oh well. Plays with secret or hidden mechanics. Wait, Build Glide is fixed? Yes, Build Glide is fixed, unfortunately. We're just going to do a few hits here since we are missing so much damage from the Nox. Like, we could be doing 200 damage shots now, I think. Where is the best place you've put the expedition in a base location? I hate the thing. So if you're really looking to make it kind of away from your base, you can put it above your base. Putting it on top of a roof is definitely a good way to put it. It's a little hard to get to that way because you have to go up to it, but it's not a bad place to go to. But otherwise, I just try to put it on the outskirts of my base as best as I can so that I can still get to it pretty easily. Bellinor is useful again as a boss killer. Oh, very cool. I didn't know that. That's great. Hey, there you go. Open dungeon. Good luck. Good luck. I loved Build Glide. Yeah, Build Glide was one of my favorites, if not my favorite thing to do. The incredible movement all around the world. It's not always necessary, but boy was it fun. Bellinor Libero Ultra? Awesome, silly. Awesome, silly. You silly goober! Well done. I like to hear that. That's so cool. The starting area, it goes in the lake. Okay. Yeah. That's a... I like that as a location for your expedition station, Charlie. It's an interesting. Yeah. Build Glide, it was... Cool mechanic. I'll just leave it at that. I thought it was a cool mechanic. I thought it was a fun way to play the game. I understand that they needed to fix it. Do we just call it here? Say goodbye to that Helzifer, because it's gonna... Helzifer Lux is gonna stop by and say hello. Let's call it here so we can get Nox back. Alright, level 54 now. Sweet. I don't know if the stream can hear you, so let me double check. Okay, is that... Can you guys hear Palworld Raids? He should be in chat now. Oh, I was muted over here. Yep. Yeah, I was the muted one. So maybe they can hear you? Alright. No, I have my headphones on and stuff, but it's a matter of OBS picking up the right... Oh, no, definitely not. Advanced audio properties, no, not that one. Properties. Should be. Okay, could you try saying something now? I think you're in there now. Like, I've always heard you, but I don't know if they could hear you. Yo, Coma, the stream is going well. I'm just trying to make sure I can get both in there. So it looks like it should be picking you up now, the OBS. Sorry everybody, I don't normally have somebody else in here to pick up audio for, so this is new one for me. It looks like it was really loud, but let me put it all the way up. Yeah, so, I mean, I can go ahead and display, so Raids, go ahead and say something. So you can see this audio channel is showing that it's picking up when he's talking. But I don't know if it is loud enough. Interesting. So it's all on my end, right? So I have to just figure out the correct settings for this. I can hear you on Discord just fine, yes. Oh.
I don't want to turn the... Like, I want to be able to hear your stream. Or actually, never mind. I know a way to do this. Never mind. I'll plug my headset into their computer and it's fine.
Okay, yeah, I figured it out. So, for anybody that was curious, so over here, I had I had advanced audio settings. I did not have the monitor on track 1, and YouTube only picks up track 1. So I make sure that I now have track 1 picking up Discord and the game and my mic, and everything's good. So that was my fault. For some reason, I thought it could pick up multiple tracks. It can't. Look at that! Look at that! I learned how to do things, guys. I'm getting good. It was less a YouTube issue and more of a skill issue by me. But I mean, we can blame YouTube. I don't mind. Yeah, it wasn't me, guys. I was flawless the whole time. I didn't make a single mistake. Yeah. W education. Yeah, let's go. You got to see it live, me trying to figure things out. Very fun. So cool.
Okay. So I'm not bouncing. Like my voice isn't echoing or anything. Because I'm trying to learn that.
Oh. Guys, I don't want to die. You only have 3 more seconds. 1 more second. Alright, we're out. At least for me, it doesn't echo or anything like that. I'm assuming I will have some people tell me if they hear some echoey sounds from Palworld raids. If you've never watched his content, you should. He has some great streaming, great video content on all the raid bosses, especially Xenolord Ultra. And he has the pals to back up what he's doing as well.
Well, I'm sure if it was echoing, you're gonna hear about it. People.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm just gonna look around for another Mimog and hope that I can find one. And let's kind of go over what the plan is, right? So I put forward to Palworld raids today about potentially running a Xenolord Ultra, or just Xenolord, really. I would be fine with just Xenolord. Not necessarily speedrun, but it would be a speedrun. It'd just be a how fast could we do it. Seeing as it is not an official category, and I don't want to desecrate the speedrun.com categories with new game plus content when I think maybe the mods will have to do a new game plus, or it will just be a rule that you can't use old pals for any of the runs. Either way, I'd be fine with. But if we end up using new pals for old content...
I mean, you're saying doing it like a self-made challenge, right? Like, doesn't matter what the site is.
Yeah, exactly. A self-made challenge. Did you want me to go get the Lucky Beacon? I just want a Mimog.
Oh shit! There's a lucky beacon on your run, on your.
Yeah, it's whatever. Lucky is not that great of a trait. It is kind of cool to see the shiny next to him, but I've so gotten over that. I feel bad though, because so many people haven't. So I probably should have just stopped for it. Yeah, we need to bully more Mimogs, guys. Mimog has not been bullied enough. He hides in plain sight. He always eats Freerin the Slayer, like, or she, whatever Mimog's gender is. Like, I can't stand that. Justice for Freerin, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Need to buff Lucky? Yes. That 100% I'm down with a Lucky buff.
Wouldn't it be great if it was really good, but you couldn't crossbreed it?
Oh, I would be so down with that. Because, like,
you know what I'm saying?
What are the chances you're going to get good passives on the Lucky anyway?
Exactly, but they'd have to remove, like, I don't know. It's already bred up to somebody else that people have played with. Maybe they could deprecate it, the one that exists now, and then redo it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the current Lucky stays as is, and there's a new tier that you have to catch, and it's caught only, and it doesn't breed to anything else.
Yeah, like rare or just super lucky. Something.
Or something, yeah. Like you could, you know how they worked the alpha issue. Remember, alphas used to have a lot of HP.
Yep.
And all they did was make every existing alpha have their HP nerfed.
Oh
so
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Alphas, you still get average down. They could do it like that. Like every lucky already caught gets minimized to whatever 5%, and then the new one is like a crazy passive.
I'm fine with that.
And they have to, yeah. So that way, you're forced to go hunt them. Because I would like to have some RNG in the catches where it's like, oh, I actually got lucky and found something really rare, and I can actually use it, and I can use what I caught instead of having to just focus on what I bred. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Like, so for me, ooh, I didn't realize they'd do so much damage to me. I have not made armor yet, have I? I would just love to not have breeding be the only viable endgame strat. You need help with Xenolord? Oh gosh, dude. I needed help with Xenolord a lot too. Luckily I was able to breed 1 billion pals and beat it. But I highly recommend the pal pod strategy, and I I put away my wooden stone. Guys, what am I doing?
You say you don't want to recommend it, or you do want to recommend
You what?
the Palpod strat? You're saying you don't want to recommend it, or you do?
No. I do recommend the Palpod strat. Like that's just not what I used at the time. Gosh.
Oh. Well, my issue with it is that it's kind of janky. That's the first thing. The Palpods are super ultra janky. Like if you've ever tried it with several different pals, a lot of them get stuck. A lot of them don't fight back when they're killed from the Palpod. They just kind of get stuck.
Yep.
The boss sometimes bugs out trying to target pals that aren't Palpods, that are like in a weird dead or like dead but not really alive, dead but not really dead state.
Right.
And you can see it in some of my videos too. The behavior is very strange.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's
and the fact that they're so janky lets me know that it's not intended.
yeah.
So it's like I would rather they nerf the Ultra raids, including Xenolord Ultra, and make it more manageable with fewer pals, and then just get rid of Palpods. You know.
It's true. I just nothing about that fight feels great to me.
Oh, the Xenolord fight?
Yeah, I think it's just how overtuned they are right now, or it is right now.
Xenolord Ultra is very overtuned, and I'll say this as somebody who has 60 plus of a lot of very strong pals that can smoke them, it doesn't really feel good. And I'm like, it's just that's just not good for the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have the pals to do it. I just throw them at them and fun, and it's anything clear. Even that, it doesn't feel like a good achievement because there's no strategy to it. You just kind of overwhelm it with the numbers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. No, I have a lot of respect for having those numbers, but that's just not exactly what I love about the game. Is I'm not a huge breeder, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I use you for this Xenolord fight. Not only would we have 2 people to do the fight, but with your pals, I think the fight wouldn't be hard at all. So it's just a matter of getting to Xenolord as fast as possible. And with strategies like this, it should be very doable in a very short amount of time. All the bugs with Palpods can be fixed, though. That's true. Palpods are technically beds. That's also true. Beds have the same effect, yeah, but they're way slower. Like I'm pretty sure large beds are the second best, and they're not that good by far. Like Palpods just absolutely crushed them in terms of just how efficient and how strong they are. Need to make Xenolord not have 1 million health. Yeah, maybe. I just wouldn't mind a raid that either wasn't a DPS check, so that you had to like think about how interesting it would be just to have at least one raid boss that wasn't a DPS check. At least
Ultra
not a
has
check.
1.9, right?
Yeah.
Sure, Xeno.
Is it 1.9? Yeah, it's
Xeno Ultra. Yeah, Ultra.
yeah, okay. Ultra. Yes, you're correct.
So the one who has 1 million is the regular one.
That's right.
Oh, Lord. So the Ultra is even worse. Let me check here the numbers. Better from Space Ultra Xenolord. Yeah, this doesn't show it. Just pull up a video. But yeah, I think he's got almost 2 million health. So the thing is, I don't mind the damage sponge so much. It's the fact that his damage is so crazy that you need like upwards of 50 pals to do anything. Okay, here I pulled up a video. Xenolord Ultra has, put the quality up, 1.9 million HP.
Yeah.
So he deals so much damage that you have to like reset your pals or swap pals in and out, and that just doesn't feel very good. It's fine to do it between phases, that kind of feels okay because it's like, oh well, I'm countering something. But on Ultra, Xenolord Ultra, you just feel like you're throwing stuff into a meat grinder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
if you have at him that have the appropriate counter, they still are not good against them.
yeah.
That's the part that.
There's so much that I wish the end game was different with, but at the same time, you know, there's some interesting aspects to it. So, like, I can't discount it. Pocket Pair have already done some good work with it. They just need to figure out something that maybe I just won't like the end game of Palworld, and that's okay. You know, you don't have to like every aspect of every game, but I sure hope they change it in some effect.
Unless they somehow adjust rates in the future, and we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen what they've got plans.
That's true. Yeah, hard mode Xenolord Ultra is I'm not sure if I've seen anybody do it.
I'm sorry, say again?
Hard mode Xenolord Ultra, where you as a player take 4 times damage and deal 50%. Have you done
that? Yeah.
Okay.
What's the question? Can you do it?
Yeah.
You can. I mean, are you talking about with death penalty on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way you do that is you need an opening of 15 pallets that can get him to stagger without dying. And that's probably Palladius most of the time with the good RNG. And then once he's in stagger, you go in and do swap and you run the hell away. He's not really going to kill you if you keep your distance. So yeah, you can do it. It's just a lot riskier.
Gotcha. We have...
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, absolutely you can do it.
Epic music for killing this Mimog. Excellent. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so let's talk about this potential Xenolord Ultra. I do want to put together like a full document on what it'll look like, because I was practicing to take the level 50 world record with this particular strategy, as I'm quite certain it can get close to the Shadow Beak capturing that the old records did, but I'm not entirely sure. That said, it starts. I'm gonna have a dire hell for both of us that we can both get pretty. Well, we'd be able to unlock it at level 8, right? I'm pretty sure it's 8. Is it 8 or 9? 9. So we can use that to run around. A rush ore to help us get everything a little bit faster. And then it's a matter of just making sure we get you and me levels as fast as possible, particularly to this shotgun, so we can do something like this. What? Is there a level that you think we could stop at? Like, do you think we need to get to level 60 to finish Xenolord? Yo, girls, the tackle will play exclusive on hard mode. Very cool. I don't know if your mic cut out or you just went away for a second. $70? Dude, Palworld Raids' raid team is insane. I am hoping it's not me that can no longer just not hear him. Once again, I'm really sad that this is only a level 46 Mimog, but we're all squared away. We've got a higher level now by quite a bit. We've put more attack points in, so we're dealing a lot of damage. I think we just go ahead and power through this. Maybe he went AFK? Yeah, which is totally fair.
Sorry, I'm here.
Awesome.
I was trying to get something done. Say again the part about the speedrun.
So, do you think there's a level that we can or should stop at before 60?
For the Xenolord fight or overall?
Xenolord, yeah. So not Ultra, but just Xenolord.
So regular Xenolord, I don't think you have to be 50. But at Ultra, you need to be... Or sorry, 60? But at Ultra, you need to be 60 because otherwise the level formula will wreck you. He's just going to start one-shotting everything you're at 60. Like, your pals need to be 60.
Yep, I agree with you.
Like, he already has, like, a crazy, like... I think he does, like, 18 times normal damage or something. So if you give him... If you face him with a level 55 pals, for example, the calculation's going to be even worse against you.
Right.
So yeah, the pals that I don't know about the player, but the pals are going to need to be 60 for Ultra. For regular one, you can probably get away with 58 or something.
Now, I
Yeah.
don't even remember. Do we get experience for defeating Xenolord?
Shit, I don't remember. Every time I've done raids, it's been with max character.
Yeah, I can't remember doing a raid not at max level.
I think raids should give XP, right? You know the chopper does now.
It's true.
Something tells me they don't, though. Something tells me that pals do not level with raids, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, for some reason my gut's saying no, but they might. Probably do. Because, like, if it did, we could theoretically get some experience with just the Xenolord fight too before attempting a Xenolord Ultra, but okay, I think first and foremost we should just go for the Xenolord kill as fast as possible so that, like, if we do try to milk it for content, which of course we do, right? Everyone would love to see that. Collab between a speedrunner and, like, one of the premier endgame raiders? I think that'd be fun. Okay, I'm maybe tooting my own horn a little bit too much. I think it would be interesting just to see how fast we could do the Xenolord, and then we can continue on to Xenolord Ultra if it's not already taking us too long. Because, like, preferably, I think it can be done in 3.5 hours or less. With 2 players, with all the pals that we can pull in, I'm thinking we can do it really quick. So, okay.
So what was your thought on the level cap? Like, not needing to worry about being 60 before you try it?
Well, so first and foremost, I don't know exactly how many times we need to hit a Mimog or anything before we've actually got all the experience we need. So it's all kind of still guesswork for me, right? So even now, I don't know if I'm already level 60 based on how many times I've hit this Mimog, but I'm gonna hit it a few more times because I'd like to hit level 60 off of this.
So basically, you're gonna get all the XP in one go when he dies.
Yep.
Wow, that's super fun.
Yeah, so you can see I'm level 54, right? Just a few minutes ago, and well, it was an hour ago, I was, what, level 46? I believe I said. So, we've already gained...
So wait, this is in their current patch, right?
This is current patch.
That's funny, yeah.
Yeah, this has been in the game for a while. I forgot about that Mimog's give 10x experience, so this is well worth it.
There's so many weird glitches in this game that have been there since day one. I'm surprised Build Glide made it.
Yeah, Build Glide was introduced in Sakurajima when they did the rework on how easy it is to build things, and I think there was a physics update as well during that, which is what caused you to launch out of walls, which is what allowed Build Glide. So it wasn't in there at the very beginning of the game, so one of the reasons why it got fixed. Alright, looks like it's time. 12 million experience, we're at level 56. Okay, unfortunate that that Mimog was a lower level Mimog.
What did you get?
12.6 million experience.
Okay, so that's not enough.
Nope, level 56 now. But still, I mean, that I was only shooting that Mimog for what? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 10 minutes tops, right?
Not a lot, though. You're saying you need to go for like 30 minutes to an hour shooting it to get to 60?
No, not even. I mean, I guess if you go from, like, level 1, yeah. Or much lower levels, yes. But between, like, having someone like me, I can be running you, like, ammo. I can be making sure you're, like, stocked on everything you need to repair your weapons and stuff like that. And then if we find one, we both can share. So we can both be looking for Mimogs at the same time. We can both be shooting the same Mimog and getting experience. I'm pretty sure we could both shoot the same Mimog and get experience for it. So I guess that's something to double check and make sure that if we are both shooting the same one, we'd get experience. Otherwise, we just find 2 different ones and it's not a big deal. But like between having another player to help out with all the stuff that you need to do,
Yeah, a lot.
yeah.
Big difference.
Oops, I didn't mean to use all my stamina there. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so I mean, I got myself like everything I wanted for this particular little hunt. Started at, I think it was level 46. Now it's 56. So like really, if you thought that 56 with your pals at level 56 was enough to take on Xenolord, we could just give it a try and see, you know? It'd just be interesting and fun. And if we fail, it'd be also
So do this, what you did just now, get 56 and then try it with 56 pals.
Yeah. Because the pals would be the same level we are. Or you are. And actually, are they still level capped when you put them in the base?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Same to you. Use pals that are up their level. Pretty sure.
Yeah, so the pal syncs to your level when they're in your party, but I don't know about when they're in the base. Because if that's the case, it's just a matter of finding the the fragments fast enough. Which would be... I'm not sure if there's still a way to get through the dungeon cave walls. And if there is...
Oh, no, I think that got nuts. Pretty sure.
Most of the ways are, but I don't know if every single way is.
Yeah, probably not. They probably are not all of those. It's probably some of them. Knowing these depths, they're never going to catch every weird game mechanic. But I don't know. It's what were we thinking of, the cavern, the mount they found glitch, the caverns?
Yeah, so that's the one that I definitely know about, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple of other emote glitches that you can potentially use. That I don't know if all of them have been patched out. I've not tried. Like, usually there's not a reason for me to do that. To just skip through. When I was running for all pals in the Palpedia, I needed to catch a lot of those pals that were bosses anyway. They were also good experience when I was running the Palpedia, so it was like, might as well just go ahead and do it. So I've got like a few things I need to look into before I can like put together the full list of how we're gonna do this. Speedrunners going to look now. So Katsu, Katsu. I just added your first name and last name together to get some food. Excellent. Nothing like some pork katsu, right? Katsu is a food, if I'm right. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Coma. I am hoping that the moderators at speedrun.com decide to have a new game plus category and a original category where you can't take pals that you've already made into runs. I don't plan to run anything legit with pals that I've already bred and have like perfect and can just take out of a box instantly. But I do want to play the game that way. I love Palworld too much. Speedrunning is not the only way I play this game. I just like playing the game. I do like playing it efficiently. I think that's just kind of a me trait, not necessarily a speedrunner trait. But yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be 2 different categories. One for new games, one for games where you use existing pals. And I think that would be very exciting. Would also open up the door for some potential interesting shenanigans on many speedruns. Like, let's say you wanted to do a restricted Zoe speedrun, and you just instantly pulled out a Kick It or a Guru Rat. I don't know. Maybe you could find a way to easily pass my time, which would not surprise me.
Well, if you enable the transfer pals, then suddenly a lot of stuff becomes crazy, especially something like Zelda.
Oh, he was talking about the no build glide. So there's always been coma different categories, and so build glide was specifically for unrestricted runs, which means you can use any glitch in the game. There's going to be some runs that just will not use it. There's going to be some people maybe that downpatch the game so that they can use it. I will probably be one of them, so that I can still fly myself around the map and just with older versions of the game. And then there are probably going to be new strategies developed to be just as fast or close to as fast. Where did my Nox go? Oh, there you are. So when did I get this rocket launcher schematic? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So it's all gonna change. And with a new update, there were already speedruns for Legacy, for Sakurajima, and for Faybreak. I'm assuming there's going to be a new content for
so
actual
the new category
soon.
with this patch would basically be its own thing.
Yep.
And with this patch, which is the crossfit patch, like they make it enough. And this one has the pause transfer runs enabled. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, if we go back to when I was doing the tutorial speedrun, I had to downpatch all the way to 1.4.1 for two reasons. One, the tutorial gets longer when Sakurajima was released. And two, 1.4.1 specifically had the Wandering Merchant that sold arrows. Wandering Merchants do not sell arrows anymore as per 1.5. So I had to make sure I went all the way back to where I could buy arrows from the Wandering Merchant and I could do the shorter path. So that patch specifically is almost certainly going to be the patch that everyone uses to try to do the tutorial speedruns if anybody else ever gives it a try. So same thing with build glide in these patches in Faybreak and Sakurajima. Anybody that wants to do a Sakurajima speedrun should do it on this same patch that I was running. Otherwise, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot to some extent. Silly Goober, you're making the multi-guided missile launcher? That's awesome. Happy to hear that. Hope you enjoy it. It's a fun weapon.
This thing is going to need to be in the category. It makes the most sense. So if you want to speedrun in the crossplay patch and onwards, then now those runs are all going to have PAL transfer enabled. That's the only way it would make sense, right?
I would think so.
Or maybe not have it its own category for the crossplay patch, but at the very least create a new segment for rule set.
Yeah, they would have to. Like, if I tried to get a world record right now with just taking in all my level 60 pals that have perfect passives, I'll get it. I'll get a record on almost every single slot that there is in Faybreak without even trying. It's just the nature of like having that level of work speed, that level of work handiwork, work suitability. Like you're set. You're gonna have condensed pals to pull out. You're gonna have faster mounts to fly around with. Just everything about it is completely unfair if you don't separate them. Which is still fine. I mean, it's early access game. I kind of expect many of these runs to not be valid. But let's see how much experience we get here. 5.4 million. That's not terrible, but we're running out of ammo. Okay, but Xenolord. Back to the thought at hand. Xenolord specifically, for all the people that want me to catch luckies. Oh look, a lucky. Gosh, that wasn't a 100% chance. Okay. You've got the raid team down. You've got maybe your 2 Incinerams that can do work speed and mining and stuff. They would probably be very beneficial. I'm thinking that you mentioned your Ragnarok would be really good. I've got at least a Dire Howl that can be very beneficial.
I have the combat mounts right there, though. Yeah, multiple copies. Like, I think I have like a male and female Ragnarok and an additional male with the different passives, and same for I have like at least 3 of each.
Nice.
So they're both small.
Like honestly, we can
So
probably
the mounts
use...
are going to be that I would bring are Ragnarok, Frostalians. Do we need Jet Dragons or not? If you're going straight for the raid, do you even need this?
I think Anubis would be really useful because to get the levels, we're gonna want to like build like either the pump action or the assault rifle. I was thinking pump action. Plus, we're gonna want to probably build a rocket launcher. That's the easiest thing to use.
So just combat Anubis or works for your needs?
Sorry?
Any Anubis will be red.
I think so. Like, work speed would probably be the best because, I mean, we probably don't even need it to be work speed, but...
I mean, I might as well just bring good combat Anubis that don't have much of it. They're still really fast. Because they're fully finesse.
Sure. I mean, I have a handful of combat Anubis as well, so if you didn't want to clog up your box for something else, I can do that.
No, because the transfer thing is a lot of slots, man. Like,
It is true. It's tons.
Yeah. It holds a lot, though, so I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that.
Cool. That's good to hear. I should just switch these guys out real quick. Wandering Merchant. Switch you up for a second. Hey, crude oil extractor, sick. You're moving along, nice and steady. It's very cool. Okay. Do I have anything else I want to sell right now? Not really. Yeah, I think that the best thing would be for me to like sit down, really think about it. Like, it was literally something I was thinking about last night as I was going to bed. And I had to get up and go read a book because I got too excited and was like, dude, I think with the Mimog strat, with 2 people and your pals, we can get it done within 4 hours. Like, I'm quite certain we can get it within 4 hours. Like, even though you don't like speedrun, especially early game stuff, your late game knowledge and my early game knowledge, I think will pair really nicely. As long as, like, we develop the plan for it.
Yeah, I mean, just give me the list of what you can copy over now. I'll do it.
Yep, and then I'll have like a general strategy on what I think is going to work really well, and then we can talk it over tomorrow, or you can, you know, send me a DM or whatever.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're the speedrun expert, so I'll follow whatever you're saying during the game itself for the most efficient time possible.
Yeah, well, you know, I definitely have a lot of knowledge on the subject, but you can call me the expert, but there's still a lot to learn, you know. And you've played the game quite a bit, and while maybe it's not the early game stuff, you know what you're talking about. So, we'll have you, you know. I'll call out if I need something. You'll call out if you need something. We'll work together, you know. Team it up.
I think the most important part is which pals you want to have on hand to copy over, like ahead of time, so that's like decided on.
Yeah.
Because once you start the game, it's too late to like go back and decide.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
And the route, I guess the routes, do we even need a route at that point? Like, if you're just going to kill a raid boss as fast as possible, you don't care about any other objectives. At that point, you're just looking to basically get slabs and unlock the summoning altar and then get to level 60, right?
Yeah. So the thing is to get to level 60, it does take a good bit of effort, right? That's the hard part is getting to 60 or close to it. Before that, or the planning is obviously going to be paramount. But I think once we get everything squared up, we shouldn't have much of an issue. Which is why I'm so excited about it. I think it'll work really well.
I'm done, for sure.
Do I want to buy anything else? I mean, obviously I want the shotgun ammo. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, that sounds like I've got my plan going, and we'll reconnect tomorrow or whenever you have free time next. I know I'm free before my stream for a little bit. I do have a few things I want to get done around my house, but I think I should be able to be on before the stream starts tomorrow. What is it? We're missing Palladium fragments. Oh no. I didn't buy more because I thought I had plenty. Man, they're so expensive at 15 a piece. Ugh. Don't have any fine furs. Dude, are they just not working over here? What's going on? Gotta make sure we're all set and squared away. Oh, and I guess that's the other thing. Would you have a preference if it was normal, default, casual, what? And I guess that goes to the stream too. Do you guys, if you guys watched Palworld Raids and I rush to get a Xenolord kill, should we do it on default settings, like default normal? Should we do it on default casual? Default hard? God, please not default hard. That would actually take more than a few hours. Default hard is so much time. So default casual or default normal. You get two choices. Jackaboys with the casual, coma hard. Oh no. I shouldn't have given you the shot, the choice at all. More content. I guess there's always the possibility of doing it twice too. If Palworld Raids was not opposed. Because if he was not opposed to that...
I'm down. I don't think that settings matter too much, because like I said, in this run, you're not going to be doing player damage, because you're not going to have the guns. So, you're not going to... Your player damage doesn't really matter that much for the raid itself.
Right, but the leveling is going to be at 0.8, and your damage against the Mimog is going to be halved. So you're literally going to be needing to do double the damage of normal to the Mimogs.
Honestly, it's fine. I guess it's up to the stream, whatever they want to see, it's fine. I don't see it being too different. You still have to grind the hell out of the Mimog.
Coma, you're saying hardcore? Dude, that's the... You're going to kill us. Gonna kill us.
Those ones are copies, right? So it doesn't matter if you're...
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, we can do hardcore.
I would test that with a pal I don't care about first. Because yes, they're I'm almost positive you're right, but I would never trust my like perfect, fully sold, fully condensed pals to then just have a bug where it actually kills them across. That'd be so
Well,
sad.
they don't interact with the PAL from the prior save. They're just copies.
I think I'm almost positive you're right, but I'm still scared. Oh, good luck, Jackaboy. That is true. Now, I'm also being somewhat selfish where I would love it to be default casual because if we make a video, or rather if I make a video out of it, which I would like to not sift through 20 hours to make the video and rather sift through like 4. It'd be much easier to get a, 30-minute hour video out over that than sifting through a huge file with all the hours that we played. Now, I'm not opposed to doing it after we've experimented at least once with an easier file. I think that'd be really interesting. But I'm not opposed to whatever. Unless, I mean, this isn't a one-man show either. Like, the reason I put this up to Raids is he has his own YouTube channel and he's an expert in endgame content. I'd love both. Gonna settle for coma, for normal coma. Woo. Casual gamer difficult. Yes, it is. It's not the easiest. I mean, we're level 57. We're cheesing our way through it. I thought I had more carbon fiber than that. I guess I don't. Oh, I was making it. All right, there we go. We've got the carbon fiber. We've got that. Ooh, do we not have refined ingots? I don't think I have refined ingots. We need to be able to repair our...
Whichever, honestly, I think it's whichever of it they want to see it. Just do it the most challenging one possible.
Do the most challenging possible?
Yeah, might as well, since you're going all that effort. I think you just do the hardest thing possible.
It's fine with me.
If we're gonna plan all this and put in like 3+ hours, just plan the hell out of it and let's do the hardest route possible.
I think it will take, just off the top of my head, I think the leveling process is gonna take us 16 hours. So
You mean that hard?
yeah.
16. Wow, that's a lot.
That's what I mean. Like, we're going to be doing half the damage that I just did. We have to get up to the level I was for the shotgun. The shotgun is way faster than the, like, any weapon you get before it. Like, I've been experimenting with it with, like, save scumming and stuff, and it's like...
That's still the hardest, like, that's still the fastest way to level up.
I'm quite positive it is the fastest way to level up. I've not seen a faster way. Like, that's including catching pals at the very beginning, because technically catching pals will be faster for a very few short levels, but even then you're going to be struggling because catching pals is going to be getting that reduced experience rate. So you're doing... Right, hard mode is 0.8 experience versus 1 times for normal. So we're already losing 20% of our experience that we're going to gain. Then the actual act of hitting the Mimog, oh, I don't have the weight now. We're just dead. Shoot. Oh, I thought that was going to be enough. All right.
So we're talking about sitting there hitting a mid-buck for an hour on the street.
Yeah.
Around there?
No, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it because I think that the dedication also translates into a short form video really well. Now, for the guys that watch me, somehow I still have 22 people that are willing to sit through and watch me hunt for Mimogs, talk about this, and it's like, okay, so like
the question is like, let's say you do it hardcore or whatever, how many possible? We're talking what, like an hour of shooting these things straight? I feel like question.
Like an hour of shooting Mimog, I could easily see an hour of shooting Mimog.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
I could honestly see it being more than that, but with 2 people, it could also make it pretty interesting. Since, you know, we might try to, like, have one person, like, run errands and stuff, make sure that we're getting enough ingots to repair our stuff. Oh, that's the other thing. Our gear is going to degrade so quickly. It degrades so fast and hard. So, like, we're going to have to constantly be replenishing all of our weapons and ammo. We're going to have to buy and or make a lot of ammo. Which is also fine. It's just, if we're going for, like, the most efficient route is a, like, trying to defeat the raid boss as fast as possible, it's gonna... It's gonna be some very interesting content for quite a bit of time. And by interesting, I mean maybe not the most exciting. Now the fun part is if you or I make a video out of it. I thought I was gonna dodge him in time.
Yeah, no, the making a video, I agree, would make cool videos. I'm just talking about the actual, like, streaming part of it.
Yeah, the stream would not be the most interesting, but I mean, this is all just for fun anyway, right? So I don't mind doing what I would consider to be relatively boring content. I do that all the time.
Well, let's think then. Calculate how much it would take to get to 60 with the Mimog. Because you're right, once you actually have things up and running, it's fun. It'll make a great video. I agree.
Because, like, you can just cut almost the entire Mimog grind, which is gonna be the bulk of the time spent.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'm down. Right.
Because, like, even now, right? So it's been an hour and a half, and yes, I had to go back for more ammo and make sure I had everything I needed to repair. And realistically, I'm about as high level as we probably would need to be, even on hard mode, because the pals aren't taking more damage, right? They're just as tanky, just as much doing damage. So we should still be okay on that front. But, like, we don't have our damage to apply at all. Or at least our damage would be less, and their damage would be less if we're lower level.
So, are we talking hard mode, hardcore then?
I was thinking hard. I was thinking hard mode more than hardcore, just because, like, if one of us dies, the run is essentially over. Which we could do hardcore. I'm not opposed to that either. Can I get?
Well, put it up to a vote. See what people want to see. I think either way, it's going to be very challenging because
Because what?
no, I'm going to say that it doesn't matter what game mode you put it on. It's probably going to be very challenging.
Yeah, yeah. I can just say with our pals and, like, this is going to be even faster because we're going to have 4 Vanguard Gobfins, and I'm imagining I'm going to have a Vanguard Nox for us ready as well. So we're going to be doing an additional 50% damage on this, meaning we're going to be leveling way faster with that extra damage from the Gobfins and the Nox. Because none of these Gobfins have Vanguard, if I remember correctly. Oh, one of them. Okay, so
Yeah.
40% more damage.
Vanguard.
Sorry?
The Goblins would have Stronghold Strategist and Vanguard.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's an additional 40% damage to the Mimogs while we're doing this process. Which means that's just essentially a 40% increase in experience over what I'm doing right now. Now, we also have to run the dungeons, and if we're lucky, we could get, like, an assault rifle or a pump action that's rare.
That would be extreme luck, but yeah, possible.
How rare is a Lucky Pal?
Unless you have the legendary.
Say again?
Right.
So a Lucky Pal is like, I want to say it's about a 1% spawn for the Pal to spawn, but it's not like per... I don't know how to put it, because it's more rare than 1%, but it feels like when you see a Pal, you'll see one like 1 in 100, maybe 200. It is, in terms of like Pokemon, not rare at all. In terms of, is it still rare? Oh yeah, definitely still rare. I don't know what the exact number is for you though, silly goober. But did everyone hear that? I think I'll put it on a post on my YouTube after this. If you guys want to see a normal, casual, hard, or hardcore run. I have a feeling I already know what the answer is going to be. But,
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. If you give people the option, they're gonna kill you.
Oh yeah. You know, sometimes though I'm surprised. I really am. Like I've done polls before where I'm almost positive I know what the answer is gonna be, and then I get different answer. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. So we'll see. Like this community of people that have been watching and commenting have been like super nice. I was always at least a little bit worried about it because like I watch some people's streams and like the hardcore like gaslighting and stuff that some streams are doing, I'm like, that's a little much for me. Oh, I don't have a way to repair. That's unfortunate. It's alright, this Mimbog's still level 46, so it's still kind of low. Alright, another 4 million experience. We're level 68. But it would make for some fun and or interesting content, regardless of what we do. And it would be easily clickbaitable once the video is created. I don't know that there will be any other video of its kind. And that's what's important, right, everybody, is how clickbaitable your video is. That's what I think is the most important. Because it's all about the views, not about how much fun I'm having. That should be enough of everything to repair one more time. Wish I had remembered a bit more stones so that I didn't have to do this again, but hey, here we are. So as long as that sounds good to everybody, I don't know when we will have time to do that raids, but you and I...
All, and then we can make the plan based on... Because really, I think the strategy depends on what the game mode is, really. So that's why...
Yep. And I think I will... Oh, I didn't change into hang you. I think I'll start making the plan regardless, because I'm just really excited about it and think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll make sure I start looking into strategies that we can use regardless of which one we do. And we can go from there. Okay, that pal just didn't spawn in fast enough.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Sweet. Well, that was fun. You know, I was really worried about doing something like this on stream because it really is not the most exciting thing, me running around and hunting Mimogs. I think this might be as exciting as me killing the Black Marketeer, you know? Doing the same thing over and over again. As I was always told, that is the definition of insanity. Is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something to change. Well, something has sort of changed. Our level has gone up, but I still feel kind of insane. I thought that Paldium was a Mimog for a second. Well, I don't know if, Raids, if you were getting ready to just chill for the rest of the night, but if you wanted to just pop off, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, feel free to stick around and chat for some more. You know, I'm fine either way.
Oh, up to you. Yeah, if you're gonna keep streaming, I can hang out here. I'm just trying something on my game.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
You're gonna stream? Were you gonna stream some more? Or you're logging off?
Sorry.
Were you gonna stream some more, or are you logging off?
Yeah, I plan to hit level 60 in this stream, and then I might be done after that. So, oh, the Wixen sauce.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
Cool. Arthur, you're asking, what do I mean about killing the black market? Do you mean giving him the high heat sauna experience? Of course. Yeah, I would never, ever kill the black marketeer. I mean giving him the best... I actually don't want to say what I just thought in my head. Sometimes you have those thoughts and it's like, yeah, that better stick inside your head. Don't need to go get myself in trouble. But yes, the high heat sauna experience. Brought to you by Hanging Trap and Campfire. You know, I just asked him if we wanted to go camping with me in the woods. Once again, we got a low level Minlog. Really unfortunate. Oh, sorry, Leo. I missed that previous one. Actually, I missed two. So I'll start with Silly Goober. Which boss pal has a chance to give you the legendary handgun? That would be Beacon. If you want to get the legendary handgun, go see Beacon. Beacon is located right there. 324, 268. Negative on both of those. And Leo, you're saying it doesn't have to be exciting. Most of us are here just to see you play. That's very kind of you. And I do understand that. And it's such a refreshing thing to think about. Like, never would I have thought that that's something that, you know, I could do or would expect from people. I don't have my food buff. Alright, now we're doing even more damage. Hunting time. But I guess this is as good a time as any to say, you know, I'm super blessed to get to stream for you guys. I am literally shooting a Mimog multiple times with little else in terms of variety. So thank you all for being here, for hanging out, and it's an honor and a privilege and a blessing, and really do enjoy it. So thanks for being here. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'm doing the YouTube thing, guys, where I tell you, and Twitch.
Oh my god. Like, comment, subscribe. Come on, you gotta be different at least.
You're right. You're right. How do I switch it up? Because I mean, unfortunately, those are just the things that you do. Gotta switch it up. I got nothing. Go subscribe to Palworld Raids. And don't forget to subscribe to me while you're doing that. That really wasn't me trying to be different. That was me trying to be sincere. Okay, we're level 58. We should have... The question is, should we Ike the Deer Loco Moco? Because that's not particularly hard to get to. Lots to think about. There are people who aren't subs to Sir Raids. Criminal behavior. That's... I agree, Jackaboy. And I've seen you over in some of his streams before. I don't know if I usually talk when you're in his streams. Like, a lot of times when I see Raids playing, I'm like eating dinner or something, so I'm not usually chatting, just chilling and watching. But sometimes. the good old Mimog. And seriously, I was making fun of it earlier. If none of you have seen the anime Freerun, you should totally go watch it. If you like D&D or any sort of fantasy, especially like an elven style fantasy adventure, I think it is maybe the best that there is. It's fantastic. And to say that Freerun loves Mimogs is a true statement. But she needs to be saved from them. So we are just here doing some poetic justice for Freerun. Mimog. Oh no! Oh yes! I love that, Arthur. That's sick. That's such a sick comment. Mimog. Buckshot yourself. It's on your list still yet to watch? Hey, I highly recommend. For me, it was such a wonderful show. It wasn't fast-paced. It didn't feel like the pacing was wrong. It didn't feel like the pacing was fast, but it did feel like the pacing was slow, but it didn't feel wrong. It felt right. But when it hits, oh my gosh, dude, Freerun is on fire. There's a few episodes in particular that I think about to this day about how awesome that scene was, just because of how the anime was able to build to it in those sections. And it's, to this day, very, very memorable in the list of all the animes that I watch while airing. So many get lost in my memory banks. But that one sticks. That one sticks hard. I got so many coworkers to watch that too. It was so fun. I was like, you have to watch this, and then I would show them the Mimog buckshot yourself scene, Arthur. You know what you're talking about. It had a lot of aura, you know, and it's pretty good. They call her Freerun the Slayer. And they don't call her that for no reason. So now's as good a time as any. Did any of you watch Orb About the Movements of the Earth? It's another anime that just ended this past Saturday. And if not, if you like astronomy and or science, I can't recommend it enough. I think it was one of the most creative stories I've seen in a very long time. And I will also put this. I am a Christian man, but this show had a lot of like atheist concepts in it. And so it was really interesting to watch, and not necessarily atheist concepts. It just depicted the church in a very negative light a lot of the time, and it was just really interesting because I mean, it's true. Like there's crusades, there's a lot of inquisitions and things that really just should not have happened, and I can own that. That's fair. But it is so interesting to see it depicted through an anime, through a historical lens, and through astrology of all things. It was really fun. It was really, really fun, and I thought it was very fitting. And it didn't feel anti-religious. It just felt very like it had a point to make against that power in religion can corrupt. Very, very crazy. Also on your list, highly recommend. I thought it was super fun. At least 3 episodes, Jackaboy. Hey, go love your Smokey. You should pet him every day, silly goober. If I remember correctly, you said you had a lucky one. Is that correct? There's people's faith in front of their desire for relief, and the church in front of politics and geopolitics. Yeah, there's a lot to it, and I don't truly intend to get too far into politics or religion while streaming with anybody, but I did want to go ahead and point that out. Oh, 16 million experience. We're so close. If that had been a higher level Mimog, I think that would have been it. Dang. Think you're going to do a restricted run now? Prayers for good luck. Prayers sent your way, man. Sending them now. But yeah. I feel like it's worth pointing out the good and the bad in a lot of things, and I know that I'm not as informed as I should be on a lot of politics. Honestly, I mostly try to stay away from it because it usually just makes me angry, and I don't like being angry. I like being a happy person. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I typically try to stay pretty positive on pretty much everything that I do. Oh. So when I see politics and I start getting angry, I'm like, I should just not watch this. It makes me mad. Not watch it, not pay attention to it. You know, pretty much the same thing. Wow, we found another Mimog already. Know too much about politics? Nothing good over here? Fair. Oh no. Moonflower Genshins, why? I think we go ahead and just kill this Prickster. Oh, he can hit me right there. Where? Couldn't find him. He usually stops right on top of you, but I guess when you're in the air, he really sends himself. That was interesting. Jackaboy, I don't envy you. I have a friend who works in a news station, and he also knows too much about politics. Guys, I don't have the ability to make another hanging trap. Watch this one be a high level one too. That'll be disappointing. Okay, it was only level 46. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, let's go get what we need to make a hanging trap, because apparently I can't remember something so simple. Let's get ourselves a level 60, and then I think I'm going to call it, because I am still a little tired from being sick earlier this week, and would like to go chill out a little bit before I go to bed. I have a friend that said he wanted to hang out after the stream too, so that extra makes me want to call it just a little early. Go relax a little bit, get ready for bed. I started reading a book. I'm really excited. I haven't been reading books too much in the last few years, and when I was away this weekend, my aunt wanted to go pick up a book, so I went to a friend's baby shower, and luckily where he lives, he's about 30 minutes from my aunt and uncle, so took an airplane, rented a car, and got over there, and she wanted to rent a book. I stayed with them, and when we were in the bookstore, I just figured buy a book. I figured, you know, I'd also look around for books. Why not? And there was a book called The Rocket Boys, and it's based off of Homer Hickham's life. And he's a guy that, if you've ever seen the movie October Sky, he's the main character in October Sky. So it's about a bunch of boys that figured out how to make rockets, and they were in a small town that was a small coal mining town in Colwood, USA. So it's really interesting to me. I've always thought rockets and flight in general were very interesting. Not enough to want to do it, but enough where I thought this would be really cool to learn more of, you know? And so I'm really excited to get to read that book, and I started reading it last night, and very, very much so enjoying it. It's easy to forget how much I like reading when you don't read for, I don't know, I feel like I hadn't read in at least a few months. And it's so good for your brain. You pet your Smokey? Excellent. Excellent. You're a good boy, too. Good boy for petting your Smokey. I'm proud of you, silly goober. Proud of you. But if you guys did want to watch an older style movie, it's not super old. I want to say it's, you know, like 2000. So for some of you, that means it's ancient. For some of you, that means you were just a kid when it came out. I highly recommend it. I've rewatched that movie a few times, and every time I do, it's such a good, feel-good story about, you know, boys growing up in a backwoods town of the United States where science is not the focus, and they, you know, work to learn how rockets work, and it's a fun, just it's not all feel good, but by the end of it, I think you'd probably feel good having watched it. It's a good movie. Great music too. The music is just phenomenal. But there you go. That's something you can do when you're not watching me, because clearly you have to watch me over high quality Hollywood created content. That clearly can't compare with what I'm doing here for you right now, flying around with a hang you and looking for a Mimog. You have the advanced shield? Excellent, silly goober. You're progressing really well. That's good. Palworld streams, yes. But you know, if Palworld Raids is streaming, you can watch October Sky then. You don't need to watch him.
Hey, what's what? October what?
October Sky. It's a movie.
October Faction?
Nope, October Sky, as in.
Oh, I've only seen October Faction.
Ah.
Very famous movie.
There's quite a few movies that are famous with the word October in it. I want to say The Hunt for Red October, I believe, is a submarine movie, if I remember right.
No.
Clearly that. October Rush is the kid that's really gifted at guitar. What other October? I'm pretty sure there's at least one more October movie. I really should just disassemble it. We're not getting a Mimog to spawn. Alright, we're not getting beacons to spawn either. You know none of these? Hey, all fair. There's so much content in the world. It's amazing that anybody knows anything that's the same as somebody else. I love that you can literally just walk away from these guys. Oh no. I mean, they can absolutely kill you in one hit, but like, that's not even sprinting away from them. Thank goodness that they're easy to dodge. Random number generator. That would be correct. RNG is random number generator. Or it's really just been colloquially used to refer to things when it's just random chance. Technically, computers can never be random, but a random number generator allows computers to be mostly random.
Yeah, random number generator.
And so, yeah, a random number generator is when a computer is used to create a random number or a mostly random number. Like you or I as a human shouldn't ever be able to figure out what the number is. But if you use another computer, you technically could once you start figuring out what algorithm it's using to create the random numbers. It's technically possible to start figuring stuff out. It can be so complicated that even today's computers can't figure it out for a very, very, very long time. But, yeah. I'm maybe getting a little bit too into the weeds instead of just answering the question. Oh no, Nox is hungry. Well, let's give me and Nox some food. We can't let Nox be hungry, even though it has no effect on our damage. I just feel sorry for the little guy. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, we are so close to the level. We're not going to need to shoot this for very much longer. Really, I probably should have upgraded the base, but we're going to go with this for right now. Favorite pal is Smokey. Awesome. Like all the cute little pals like that are so cool. I can understand why it'd be your favorite. Like, I really do like Nox. Not only do I like its ability to change my damage to dark, I just think it's a cute little pal. Plus, the name is awesome. Nox was the god of darkness in one of the mythologies. I don't recall which one, but, you know, one of them. Alright, one more round and see if this is enough to get us to the level. If it's not, I think we'll call it here anyway. Oh, look at that. We're level 60. Let's go. Max level. Now all that's left is to catch all the pals, beat the raid boss, you know, all the other stuff. A lot of stuff.
You get it using the mobile method or just playing it?
Huh?
Level 60.
Now that I'm level... What?
Yeah, level 60. Did you get it just now with the Mimog method or...
Yeah, I just got it with the Mimog method. I mean, we were level 47 prior to this. 40...
So it takes a bit still. Like it still takes a bit, right?
It does, yep. And I
like
mean...
you're there in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yep. With 2 people, it should be a little bit easier / faster because, like, once we have one Mimog, we can literally just sit there on those single one for as long as we need to and not hunt down more. 2 people could also be hunting for Mimogs in different locations and call the other over. Lots that we can do to speed up the process with 2 people.
Also, you need one Mimog, right?
Technically, you only need 1, yeah. I would think that we're going to want at least 2 or 3, because once we get the extra levels, adding additional points into attack or getting the level itself to be over the pals level, I think would be very, very useful. Yo, Yessus. Welcome, welcome. Are you thinking of Nyx? No, I'm pretty sure Nox is one of the gods. Nyx is another one. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. The Nox goddess, also known as Nyx in Greek mythology. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess you're probably the more correct one. But I'm going to count it. Level 60 by day 23. Who would have thought? Default normal. I guess we can always showcase default normal. Crossplay is on. Interesting. All our settings are set. I do. Yeah, this patch is super cool. Super, super, super cool. So, anyway, I think I'm going to call it a little early today. It's only 8:15, but I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to enjoy more of this patch and to continue on this normal run and see what we do now that we are level 60. So look forward to that. Thank you all for joining, and I will catch you on the next one.